Hey guys, welcome back to Deeper Than Most. I'm your host, Sav.
And I'm your host, DJ.
And today we are back with not just any fucking episode, y'all. We are back with episode 50.
Episode 50.
Episode 50. I've been waiting a long time for this episode.
Hell yeah.
I've been so excited for episode 50. Not sure why.
This was originally our have a guest episode, so we're actually supposed to...
Yeah, we were supposed to have a guest on this episode, but, you know, life just doesn't work the way that you want it to all the time.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that we aren't still looking for guests, because we definitely are.
Our DMs are open.
Yes, open to anybody. You don't even have to live in the area that we live in, because we can always add you onto an audio exclusive,
right.
Or we can always do a virtual podcast session.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be really fun. We want to talk to you guys live and in person and be able to hear your thoughts and have these conversations. DTM finna level up. So,
we just gotta elevate in peace.
Exactly. And with having a guest, if you do want to be a guest on the show, you can always email us at deeperthanmostpc. Follow us on Instagram, and you can DM us, ask us, like, hey, can I be on an episode?
So I can ask you guys anything I want.
Yeah. And if you do want to be on an episode, just let us know what number. And please, it has to be a number after 50. So that way we can, add you on. And
add you on to
our roster. Yeah. And you can have a scheduled episode for you. And I don't know if we've mentioned this before, but whenever we have guests, we want our guests to be a part of DTM.
Definitely.
And that includes what we discuss. So if you do want to be a guest, it'll be your episode. Mm-hmm. It'll be whatever topic you want to talk about. And we're here for the ride, pretty much.
Always here for the fun, bro. I got my bit one and I ain't trying to run.
Exactly. Today we're going to be uncovering alien species and close encounters.
Oh, wow.
If you can't tell,
we
are aliens.
Exactly.
Beep boop, beep beep pop.
Beep boop.
And if you can see Oliver in the frame, he's just chilling, literally right here on the podcast table.
He decided to join in on the fun.
Yeah, he's joining us this session. So that's our guest. There we go, Oliver.
Awesome. For this episode, we don't have a dose of the most, and we're going to get into this awesome episode. So today we're going to be talking about 2 different species of alien, and
that are believed to exist.
Right, and I'm super excited because
we love aliens.
Exactly.
Literally. And we want to do more than one alien episode, of course. So that's why we only did 2 species this episode, because we kind of want to break it up. We don't want to just talk about every single alien species in one rip, because that's boring.
That's fuck.
Yeah.
Because then what else? What
are you looking forward to?
Yeah.
Well, besides the rest of our amazing episodes.
Nah, this is going to be a fun episode, though. I can't wait.
I know, we've been waiting a long time to talk about this shit. Long overdue. Well, not long overdue, but, I mean, obviously, we would have wanted to do it, as soon as possible, I guess. But I feel like it's better to wait, and we did, we've grown, we've mastered some things, and we kind of just understand podcasting more now. So I feel like we can produce a better episode for this amazing topic.
Definitely. Hell yeah. So the first species we're going to get into is the Venusians, and they're from the second planet in our solar system, which is Venus.
Venus, baby.
That's kind of cool. That's cool as fuck.
What happens on Venus stays on Venus. Ooh, what if Venus becomes the Las Vegas of the solar system?
That'd be fire.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fire. You know how close we are to that shit?
I know. Uber
crazy.
there and back. Uber everywhere.
Space and all, goddamn.
Yeah.
The species is referred to as Venusian or Venerian. And honestly...
Venerian sounds weird.
Yeah.
I mean, Venusian sounds weird too. My thing is, where the hell do they be coming up with the names?
That's a good question because, like, there's so many different names for all this shit.
There is, yeah. But, like, who's coming up with this shit? Because somebody gotta be.
The species is a native of Venus only, so you're not going to see them anywhere else. They're just going to be on Venus exclusively.
Kind of like humans. And far, far away, there's humans on another planet, just like exactly like us. It would be the same for us. We would be natives of Earth only.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Because you don't just have humans on Mars.
Right.
I mean, like, you know,
just like
not yet, but
yeah, just
like they weren't. They're not from there.
You know, by 2025, we might.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you never know. It's been crazy as fuck. So we'll see.
Crazy deal. In the 50s, a group of contactees recanted stories where they claimed to be in contact with friendly, light-colored hair, light-skinned humans from planet Venus. Ooh, what the fuck?
We're gonna have to like look into that.
So they light braids?
Yeah, like light skin folks. Yeah.
Damn. Venusians are known to communicate through telepathy, which is cool as fuck. Imagine if we could do that shit.
That'd be dope.
But I mean, we kind of do though.
I mean, I'm sure some people can master like
in the sense of like, you know, your facial expressions to somebody else.
That's like, different though. That's context clues.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of obvious because it's already preconceived.
Oh, okay. So
you get what I'm saying? Like, if somebody is like I don't know. Like, say for example, you said body language. Say for example, you're having a conversation with somebody, and it's an argument, and it's getting heated, and you see the person like tensing up, and you know, like their lip is getting tight, and their eyes are squinted. Like at that point, those are signs of being upset or mad or frustrated.
Right.
And so, what are you gonna assume? That person is frustrated, mad, or upset.
Makes sense.
But those are already like preconceived.
Yeah, there's just like
expressions.
Notions, so
yeah, because we already know.
Okay,
you already know what a person looks like when they're mad.
Fair enough.
So I feel like that's different than telepathy, because telepathy is like, it's like Edward from Twilight, like just reading people's minds.
Yeah, true.
And it would be different though, because with telepathy, he would be able to like read their thoughts or like talk to them through their mind, and they would be able to do the same back.
Right.
So kind of like that, but not really.
Okay. The capital of Venus and the Venusians themselves are believed to exist on a higher vibratory plane.
Which is interesting. Right. So it's kind of like spirits. Because spirits live in a spiritual plane.
Right.
So but it's not the same as ours unless they do end up in our plane.
Right.
So
that's kind of cool.
But they're believed to be a plane above us. Whatever that would mean, like whatever that would entail or be. Yeah. I don't know.
It's very,
I don't know how that shit works.
Because there's so many out there.
Yeah. I think with the spirit realm, isn't it parallel with ours? It's not necessarily like beneath or above.
Yeah.
That's why they're easily able to
go in and out. Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all let us know. We don't know shit. We just some podcast hosts.
Don't know a damn thing.
Continue on about Venusians. They're able to pilot their UFOs on the etheric plane. And I believe the etheric plane is like the plane that we live on, I think, right? I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken.
I ain't never heard of that shit. I don't know if it's actually our plane or not, because I don't know what our realm is called.
I don't know like the exact word for it, but you know, we're on the physical plane, but
yeah. But heat does not affect these beings, so which kind of makes sense, because I think isn't Venus like a hot ass planet? It would make sense though, like for them to adapt and be able to live there.
Right.
So yeah, they could like be on fire and be chilling.
Like fuck.
For real. Coming in hot. For real. So Venusians are capable of stepping down the level of vibration they have and that their craft has to the slower level, that's the physical plane. And the physical plane is where we are. So if they're vibration above us, then they somehow have the capability to kind of step down into our plane.
Right.
And as well as their UFO. Not just like them as beings, but their UFOs can do it too.
What the fuck?
Yeah. In science fiction, Venusian species could range from beautiful humanoids to strange sulfuric beings.
Oof.
That's terrifying either way.
Yeah, it's like seeing that shit.
Humanoid is creepy.
Yeah.
Because it's us, but it's not, you know? Ugh, I don't like that idea.
But it's not.
Yeah, but I hate that idea, though. Like, a humanoid species out there, like, humanoid. It's not human, but it's humanish.
Beyond human.
Yeah. And then the sulfuric beings, that just sounds like something from, like, the swamp or, like, the depths of hell.
I mean, I think so.
Like, they're just, like, on fire and shit.
Could be. Yeah,
Maybe.
no, definitely. They're definitely on fire, though.
So Venus is a planet that has always been viewed with interest by early astronomers. Same thing with Mars. Pluto, too. But I don't think it was, like, it was an early interest.
Pluto's weird because we keep saying it's a planet, then we say it's not.
Yeah.
Then we say it is again, so I don't know.
But I feel like if it's been around this long, it's got to be something.
I think it's considered.
I would say so as well. So Venus has no moon and is covered with dense clouds. Humans long believed that Venus would be hot, moist, and a tropical world. But in science fiction, Venus is typically portrayed as a swampy planet and primitive compared to Earth.
Oof.
So
they living like cavemen up there.
But how if they're able to do all this extra shit? But then again, it is science fiction.
Right.
And it's fiction. So, yeah. But like in the real world, I mean, we kind of just believe what we know by science, which is that it's hot, it's moist. Right. I don't know about tropical.
That wouldn't fly. It'd be like the south of the universe.
I swear.
So
Las Venus for real. Las Venus.
To continue on with the Venusians, we're going to talk about the Humanoids. They're believed to be a peaceful society, but still riddled with criminals and crime.
Which is interesting, because that just shows that, like, you can't escape that shit at all.
Even in space.
Exactly.
Space crime, what the fuck? The species does incarcerate their criminals like humans do, which is fucking crazy.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's like us, but
Alien
different.
jail.
Yeah.
What the fuck
I wonder,
would that be like?
And I wonder what what is classified as a crime to them?
Right.
I don't know. Like, it might be something completely different.
Yeah. Venusians are assumed to be very happy, joyous, and have pleasant personalities. That's nice.
Sounds nice. It sounds like the Buddha of space species.
Right. The hippie planet.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
I'm down.
They are balanced, generous, and optimistic. Okay.
Which is pretty interesting for them to have those characteristics and still have criminals and crime.
Right.
But it's also interesting to know that they would carry the same caste system as we do, in a sense. Like, I would hope it would be justice and people being, they're Venusians being equal.
Right.
And actually being tried for their crime and not just somebody saying, like, oh, they did this. And there's no proof, you know?
And they just send them to jail.
Yeah, like, everybody's equal, you know? I don't know. Maybe not, though.
Right. Venusian humanoids see life as a gift and tend to try not to waste it.
And boy, I wish humans saw life like that. Some of us do. Yeah. Honestly. Some of us do. But not enough of us do.
Yeah.
Because it is a gift, honestly. I mean, we don't know who the gift is from, but thank you. We appreciate it.
We appreciate you. No, we really do.
But it's interesting, too, that, like, wow, they try not to waste it. So I wonder what they do to try not to waste it. Yeah. Like, what if it's a society that doesn't, like, work isn't a thing?
Right.
You know? Like, what if everything's trade and barter, or everybody is just expected to... I mean, it says they're generous and balanced and joyous and have pleasant... Like, I would feel like it's a damn oasis.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, you know?
Sounds hella nice.
But, I mean, everything... I don't know. That'll be interesting.
Let me find out. I'm gonna go to Venus next week.
Right. Venusians have large eyes that can be either round or almond-shaped.
Like these eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm actually touching that.
Yeah,
Like these eyes. So next we have the Greys.
Ooh, the famous ones.
Yeah. So they're also known as Zeta Reticulans, which I believe that's kind of what they're mostly... Well, no, I think the Greys is probably their top name that people know them by.
Right.
But Zeta Reticulans is very close. As well as Roswell Greys, or just simply Greys. The gray aliens.
The Greys.
Mm-hmm. So a quick little tidbit. Conspiracy theories believe that Greys represent part of a government-led deniability campaign or are products of a government mind control experiment.
Oh, the MK Ultra experiment.
Yes, we gotta get into it. Oh my god, I want to cover that so bad. I haven't heard of that one.
It's where the media is basically created to persuade us to do all the shit that we do.
Oh, isn't it crazy how like conspiracies don't even be like conspiracies? They be real. Like that's it's not like that's not even a conspiracy. That's just the truth, you know? Interesting. So according to journalist CDB Bryan, 73% of all reported alien encounters in the U.S. described gray aliens. Claims vary, but typically Greys are described as human-like, but not really.
What is human-like?
I mean, like standing on two legs.
It just sounds so gross.
Yeah, it does. Like that's what's the weird part is just like it's human, but it's not.
Right.
It's not human.
It's
but
me.
It's kind of. It's a lot like us, but a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have small bodies, smooth gray skin, large hairless heads, and large black eyes. And to kind of like explain what their eyes look like a little more, the first thing that came to mind to me was the black-eyed children.
Oof. Yeah. That would do it.
Literally. Like perfect. The whole eye is just black.
That would be a perfect
like there is no
example.
Greys are the alien that is often portrayed in media, so you know, like this type shit, merch and propaganda. No, this isn't merch from us.
Nah,
I wish.
I mean,
maybe 2022 might be the year. Yeah. Let us know if you guys would be interested in merch.
Like, what would you like?
Yeah, what would you want to see from us? Like, comment below. Let us know. Because I'm curious.
Hell yeah. I wonder what people would say.
Exactly. So they have small nose holes, and they don't have an actual nose. It's just like flesh.
Like
and
snakes?
Then it's like, yeah, like snakes and reptiles. Mm-hmm. They have a slit for a mouth and no ears.
Ooh, wow. That sounds disgusting.
Weird. And the slit's like super tiny. It's like,
whoop.
Yeah. So Greys are the same species that Betty and Barney Hill claimed to be abducted by in 1961, and this took place in New Hampshire. The case popularized the Greys, and I really want to cover their case one day, because it's a really crazy story. It's very compelling. Like, I honestly believe the story, because there's just a lot of shit that there's no other way to explain it, you know? Right. But it is a real story. I believe it was like an interracial couple. And you remember American Horror Story? What season was it? Ooh, the one, oh my god. Oh, was it? No, not Murder House. Was it? Maybe it was Murder House. Where they showed like the interracial couple and they were experiencing like strange and unusual events in their home, like in the middle of nowhere. Well, American Horror Story kind of like got that inspiration from the Betty and Barney Hill case.
Oh wow!
Yes, so I've been told. I don't know if that's the truth.
Check that out though.
Yeah. So their case is really, really crazy.
To continue, Greys are also the species that is believed to be a part of the 1947 Roswell UFO conspiracy.
Yes, and if you don't know about Roswell, you should know. But if you don't know, we'll probably cover it.
Yeah, we got you guys.
Yeah, because it's just fun to talk about. It's so crazy.
Nah, you know what's really interesting though?
What?
The fact that the Greys don't have any sex organs.
Yeah, that's weird. How do they reproduce? I don't know. Maybe telepathically.
Ooh.
Intellectual, sexual
That's crazy.
encounters.
That's crazy. That's some crazy shit.
Hell yeah. Mind fuck. Let me shut the fuck up.
Why, bro?
I mean, I'm just making like puns.
Yeah. That's it, lawyer girl. Show her what you can do.
Brain orgasm. Yeah. Space nut.
That's the one.
Space nut for the win.
Starseed.
That was a good one. That was hella good. Starseed.
Oh,
damn.
Shit. Oh, damn.
E.T. and me.
Damn, that's crazy.
Gray bang.
Oh, shit.
Instead of a gay. Oh, shit.
I'm good. I got
Great
it.
titty committee. Okay, I'm done.
BBG. Oh, shit.
Interspatial.
Their bodies are long with small chests and no muscle definition.
Out here built like that, nigga. You know. You remember that? Like, it was like a short little video of this little green character.
I know the dance. I seen it. They grow to be shorter than average humans. And what's the average height for a woman?
I don't damn know. Like 5'5", ain't it?
5'5"?
Yeah, and I think it's like 5'7" or 5'8" for guys. Don't quote me, because I don't know for real.
All across the globe, grays have been spotted and reported.
Yeah, so this just ain't an American thing.
That's good though, because
this is like global.
Yeah, I'm glad we're not crazy. 50% of the sightings in Australia are ones that include the grays, and 48% in Europe.
Isn't that crazy?
Hell yeah.
So out of all the sightings in Australia, half of them are Greys sightings.
Fuck.
So that means them motherfuckers out and about. Okay. Remember Stan Romanek's story? Stan the man. Remember his videos about him having a peeping Tom of the alien in the house and shit?
Yeah.
It was a Grey.
Right. You right.
But same thing with Europe. That like just about half of their sightings are Greys as well.
Damn, that's kind of
cool.
cool.
A lot.
It is a lot.
Big. Like I wonder what the other half is.
Right.
But the fact that that has such a huge chunk of like all their sightings, that's crazy.
Reports include 2 distinct groups of Greys that differ in height.
So they're pretty much built the same. It's just one's smaller and one's larger.
Same head shape and everything.
Yeah, like everything's the same.
Them niggas huge.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Kind of like think about giants and like humans.
Right.
Like they're just big humans. Well, not that necessarily that like measurement equivalent, but like they're just big humans.
Right.
There's big Greys and little ones.
But they all Greys. Abduction claims are usually described as...
I got another one. Greys craze.
Abduction claims are usually described as extremely traumatic. Damn.
Yeah, sounds pretty typical. When you think abduction, you never think that shit's gonna be sweet.
Right. Oh, pieces of I don't know why people just have a preconceived notion that everything's supposed to feel all good and shit.
I don't know, honestly.
During abduction, the eyes are the focus of all of the torture. Jesus Christ.
Which is odd. I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's the windows into the soul.
Yeah. Contactees have recalled Grace staring into their eyes when conducting mental procedures.
That would be terrifying. I would shit bricks,
that's
okay?
scary as
Like,
fuck.
I'd be sitting there on the damn table.
Just fucking letting that shit
Losing
go.
it. Let it loose because what the fuck? Why are you, like, staring into my soul while you torture me?
Probing my mind and shit.
Like, what the fuck?
Fucking my shit up and just in my eyes and shit.
That's like some Matrix shit.
Yeah. The staring was said to induce hallucinogenic states and directly provoke various emotions on cue.
Yeah, no
that's
thanks.
a lot.
Mm-hmm. Too much.
How you over here trying to... That's wild.
Too damn much. That's crazy.
Crazy.
I'd pass.
Hard pass.
I mean, like, yeah, I want to meet aliens. I want to see them, but not this way.
That's too up close and personal. These niggas trying to fall in love and shit.
Not fall in love.
Probing your brain and shit.
Your brain and your booty.
Greys are considered to be sapient humanoids.
But I don't know what sapient means necessarily, but it's just a different type of humanoid.
For sure. We're gonna figure
Not even
it
a
out.
different type of human, but a different type of humanoid.
Because what the fuck is that? It's a fucking weird visual.
It is, because it's like, it's just off. It's just off.
It's not right, bro.
Yeah. And that's what makes them scary. It's like, like, what are you? Let me stop before they come and kill us, huh?
I would say some people like that. There are also reports that Greys are capable of telepathy.
Yeah, and that sounds about right. I mean, they ain't even got ears. Like, how the fuck else are they supposed to talk? What are you listening to? Damn, they ain't even got music. You think they be like? You think they got movie theaters, but it'd be like silent movies, like silent pictures? Or maybe they do have like music, but it's not necessarily the music. They just feel the beats. They're buying their own beats. They be like, everybody in the club like this.
With that being said, we have a little bit more about the Greys, but right now we're going to take a minute to thank our sponsors, and we will see you soon.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free and it's easy to use.
There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast straight from your phone or computer, making it the best user experience around.
Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more, making it so you don't have to upload to each individual platform.
And the best thing about it, you can make money straight from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
So please, download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. And that's anchor.fm, spelled ANCHOR.FM.
So what are you doing? Download the free Anchor app now. So a little bit more about the Greys. This is kind of specifically tied into the abductions themselves.
Oh, I wonder what the fuck be going on there.
Yeah, so we talked about what they look like. Not necessarily where they're from or where they reside. Like, I don't know where they're from. But
yeah, they just exist.
They here. Yeah. Well, shit, they're here apparently. All the people that done seen them.
Right.
So, I was on Cryptic Wiki or something like that. I stumbled across it when I was doing research on the Greys, and there was this section of the article, or not the article, but the definition and just like information that was really interesting to me. As far as abductions go, Greys will take humans away to a strange, often horrifying place and experiment on them.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. The experiences are often, but unfortunately not always, forgotten by the victim when they wake up in their bed. Imagine not forgetting.
Oof. Ooh.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
Talk about, like, going mental. Like, literally. I would be tripping for the rest of my life. Like... No, they wouldn't.
That's crazy.
That's what sucks about it. Yeah. So, physical reminders are often left on their bodies, such as bruising, surgical incisions, punctures, or mysterious triangular burns. And this definitely reminds me and definitely correlates with Stan Romanek and the shit that was on his body.
Oh, yeah.
After his, encounter, quote unquote.
But I don't know shit.
Right. So these reminders are oftentimes what turn the memory of a harmless nightmare into a cold, horrifying reality. And yeah, that shit sounds scary as hell. Right. I'll pass. I'll take a hard pass.
Could never get over some shit like that.
Like, we could pick daisies and listen to they can feel music together. And, like, be best friends and chill. But, like, you ain't got to do all that.
Nah, none of it, bro. Why you like that?
Some abductees have said their captors took them to a nightmarish place wherein exist ungodly creatures detained in cells or brought up in nurseries.
What?
Humans tortured in various ways behind every window and far more unspeakable things. The Greys then threaten such fates on their abductees unless they comply. Greys are said to fly around in UFOs, and they are said to have technology that is more advanced than us. Now that was a lot of shit. So what are your thoughts? I guess we can kind of break it down. Ungodly creatures in cells brought up in nurseries?
Nurseries at
That's
nurseries.
Terrifying.
What the hell? What is the alien nursery?
I'm telling y'all, that place would be full of shit bricks because that's what I'm doing.
The whole body just shit.
Done. I swear.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And humans being tortured in various ways. Like, what ways?
Exactly.
Behind every window. So they got windows in that bitch.
They just playing them niggas.
Ew.
It's like a window.
Sipping, no, like a fucking, like, gallery, an art gallery. They just sip wine, have like classy beats just in the back. Well, they ain't got ears, so you can't just say like music. It would have to be like the feeling, the vibration. They're like the jellyfish in SpongeBob, huh?
I get there, bro. That shit was crazy. The jellyfish was getting down.
Hell yeah, they was. They was fucking it up.
Ooh, guys, now we got something fun for you. We're gonna get into close encounters.
Yes, I'm super excited about this.
Hell yeah.
Because this shit is crazy. It's crazy and it just makes sense.
It makes sense because it's so funny. Like, it just happens to you, and then you just like, damn, that really fucking happened.
Yeah. And one thing about all this is that, like, I don't know, people, I guess we can get into it at the end, but I just want to know your thoughts on, like, people who don't believe in aliens.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely talk about
so, that. Yeah, stay tuned if you want to hear about that. We'll have a little rant at the end. But go ahead.
A cosmic convo, if you will.
Yes, exactly.
Just a little brief overview. In ufology, a close encounter is an event in which a person witnesses an unidentified flying object.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Pretty simple.
Right, simple enough.
Makes sense.
Astronomer and UFO researcher J. Allen Hynek's 1972 book, The UFO Experience, details the phenomena of making contact with another kind.
Yeah. In this book, everybody was into this shit. Like,
I haven't had a chance to read it. I'll be down.
I haven't either. Yeah, that would be interesting to see, like, what all of this is truly being based on. And if it's a book, then there's way more details than what you see on the internet. Exactly. You know? So yeah, it's interesting that he was able to, like, come up with this.
Exactly.
On his own.
Or
how? Who the fuck he know? Right. You never know.
You never know.
Could be some external help.
In this critically acclaimed book, Jay created the scale of the first, second, and third kind of encounters.
Yes, and I'm sure most of you guys have probably heard of what a first kind, second or third, fourth kind of encounter is, but we will be breaking that shit down.
The other encounters were later added.
Yes, so there is more than just 3, but we're gonna break down the first 4 in quite specific detail. There really isn't a lot of detail, but it's enough to understand what each kind entails, like what each kind of encounter would be like.
Right.
So the first kind would be a visual sighting. That means that you would see a UFO less than 500 feet away, and this includes daylight discs, which I believe is like the typical saucer. Nocturnal lights, where you see like a grouping of lights but not a craft. And radar/visual reports, so like people say they saw something, or like a plane picks it up on their radar. So that's kind of how the first kind is explained.
I don't know, man. I hate how people like don't. I don't know. We'll get into it later.
Yeah, we will. Because I got a lot to say too.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get into the second kind. And the second kind is a UFO event where a physical effect occurs. And this could be interference with electronics or physiological effects and physical trace marks on the Earth's surface. So like when you could see like scorching on the ground, or I don't know if there's a crash shot.
Crop circles.
Well, that's different. But we definitely got to cover crop circles. We could do a whole episode on those. We will. We got to. It's coming. It's coming for sure.
It's in the cosmic lab and we cooking it up.
I swear. Whipping. So what are your, like, now that we've covered the first 2, what are your thoughts on those? Like, okay, we'll start with the first kind. It's a visual sighting. You see the UFO less than 500 feet away. Do you believe that our experience was less than 500 feet away? I don't believe so. I think it was more than that because it was in the sky.
Yeah, I would
like
say,
it wasn't like low.
I would say it's a little bit more, but it was
that
super
shit was
clear,
in the
though.
sky.
Yeah, it was up there.
It was clear as fuck though. Yeah. And I believe the one that we saw was probably a nocturnal light or maybe a daylight disc.
Honestly,
because it was just one flash of a light.
Right. I definitely think it would be a daylight disc though.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Because nocturnal lights is like a grouping of like lights, and we didn't see
that.
Yeah. Okay. And what about the second kind, where it like affects electronics or leaves a trace on the ground?
I don't know. That's kind of scary, but I'd be down to check it out.
It is. Because, no, that shit like scary as fuck when you think about it though, because like in reality it's just like, okay, we all on this planet, we all know we're here, we all know we exist. But then like some shit like that, you stumble across some shit like that and you just have this overwhelming feeling of, all right, who the fuck is here right now? Because
should just be happy.
This shit ain't normal.
Like today, I went to Safeway, right? And remember how we were on the phone and I told you the bread just like fell off the shelf?
Yeah, it's them ghosts, them demons fucking with you. But yeah, I don't know. That would be creepy. I would be tripping for real. I'd be like, whoa, this is too much right now.
Back up, nigga. Like,
I'm just in college. Okay. So next we have the third kind, and the third kind is an interaction with an actual alien creature or a robotic entity. This includes telecommunication or even acknowledgement. Yeah. That shit
what
crazy.
The fuck? That's crazy as hell. I couldn't imagine like seeing a little robot and then it's
from space.
Yeah, a space robot.
Like, that means that there were already a species before we ever thought to create them.
Right.
Ugh.
Damn. That shit
See,
outside
the deeper we get into the Matrix, the scarier
this shit get
and
crazy.
the deeper than most that you get. Cause we rolling deeper, yeah, we rolling deeper. You know we rolling deeper than most.
Do y'all know? If y'all don't, let us know.
Yeah, it's a song we found. We're gonna have to play it for y'all, just that part. Or it might be our next intro song. Who knows?
It's 22,
Ain't no telling.
baby.
Last but not least, we have the fourth kind, which is a UFO event in which a human is abducted by a UFO or its occupant. So you either swooped up by an alien or swooped up by a craft.
Pick one.
Not macaroni and cheese, and not the movie. First off,
no,
the original movie.
Don't
because
do it. Don't do it.
I'm not about to get into a tangent.
Shit.
We really need to start
a
movie and show review podcast because I got a lot of opinions about that. Craft the Legacy.
Oh, shit.
Fucking movie. Okay? Anyways, let's not give it too much attention.
Oof.
So, it don't deserve it.
Not none.
Exactly.
Trash.
Yep.
Hot shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dookie.
100-degree day.
Dookie.
In a trash can. I don't know why we keep going. Okay. So, yeah. He either swooped up by an alien or a craft. And the fourth kind, like you mentioned earlier, Jay came up with the first, second, Jay came up with the first, second, and third kind of encounters. So the fourth kind that we just spoke about is not included in Hynek's OG close encounters scale.
Right.
But along with like being actually abducted by a UFO or aliens themselves with the fourth kind, it also includes a transformation of a sense of reality.
Oh shit.
It sounds like drugs.
So now we're gonna get into some subtypes, and I didn't even know there were any subtypes.
Yeah, I didn't either. This shit gets deep. Like, when I tell you I was, like, looking at the notes to transfer them onto the slides, it looked like a fucking college, like, notes book.
Oh,
like,
wow.
That's what the notes looked like. It didn't even look like podcast research. This shit is legit, to say the least. Yeah.
Blocher proposed 6 subtypes to Hynek's theory.
Yes, and the way he proposed it, I don't remember his first name, but the way he proposed these subtypes was in letter form as opposed to numerical form.
Oh, okay.
Like, with the close encounters, you have first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Exactly.
Numerical.
Exactly.
With the Blocher subtypes, the subtypes are labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on. Literally in that order, too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, let's go ahead and get in.
So it starts with A, which means
we doing the alphabet today.
Exactly. We're getting
A for aboard. Let me shut the fuck up.
So starting with A, which stands for aboard, this means an entity is observed only inside the UFO.
So that means that bitch is hovering low enough to where you can see inside.
Yeah.
And
they open it up.
You can see them looking at. They looking at you. You looking at them.
Y'all looking at each other.
Exactly. Oh, speaking of UFO, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I have a UFO on my cheek today. I know. Big things.
Looking great.
Yeah. Thank you. So next we have B, both. And this means an entity is observed inside and outside the UFO.
Oh,
so
damn.
he might be parking that bitch for a second.
Getting out
pulling
to see
the
what the hell
Yui.
going on.
Not pulling out to see what's going on. Pulling out to take a piss.
Oh, for sure.
Sometimes, you gotta stop driving. And what they gonna do? Use our gas station?
Bro, just imagine that shit.
Not in Oregon they ain't, because they pump gas. You ain't allowed to.
Exactly. Next we have C for close. And this means an entity is observed near a UFO, but not entering or exiting it.
So he's just chilling, taking a smoke break.
Basically, sitting on the side of that bitch.
Leaning against a rock.
And shit.
Chilling. Got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Exactly.
Next we have D. Child. Come here, baby. How you looking? What, baby?
It's all right.
So next we have D for direct. This, I'm sorry. This means that the entity is observed, but no UFO is seen by the observer.
Oh.
Right. But even though there was no UFO seen by the observer, there's UFO activity that was reported in the area around the same time. Meaning that it could be related, it might not be.
Right.
So they see an alien, but they don't see the UFO. But say, for example, down by the mall, they see the UFO.
Right.
You just see the alien over here chilling with you. Talking about pass the weed. Talking about I got 5 on it.
Oh, shit.
You think the alien would have 5 on it? Or you think they
gonna throw
trying to play?
Oh, they be hustling for sure.
I feel like they can hustle because they can do what the fuck they want if it came down to it. They
run this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
They ain't doing shit.
Exactly.
Next we have E, which means excluded, and this is where the entity is observed, no UFO, and no UFO reports.
Yes. And lastly is F, which is frequent. And this means no entity observed or UFO. Plus, the witness experiences some sort of intelligent communication. Like what Stan was saying, bro. This nigga must have just like read the book and like
chill.
I'm not gonna discredit him, but like, what if he was just sitting there one day and he was like, I could just hit every single point and it would make sense.
Yeah.
And couldn't nobody deny it because all this shit already here.
Exactly. Wow. And then I can disappear.
And he really did. Crap. We be talking about a lot of people that like just disappear on their own will.
Yeah. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
The final and most direct kind of encounter is the 5th kind. And this is direct communication between aliens and humans.
Yes. So that means y'all sitting there Netflix and chilling, you know.
Y'all homies at this point.
Yeah.
Eating each other's snacks and
Exactly. Work buddies.
Playing
like whatever the case
shit.
may be. Exactly. Going out to the zoo. Going bar hopping. I don't know. Y'all just chilling. Living life. Living your best life.
Like that party alien. The videos.
But, yeah, the 5th kind is like the ultimate type of encounter. Pretty much. Like, that's the most solid, legit type shit. Like, you giving an alien a hug.
Right.
Oh, see, we was on 2 different levels. You keeping it cordial. I'm like, ee.
Come here, buddy.
Exactly. So, yeah, those were the 6 prototypes of Blocher's... Prototypes. So those were Blocher's 6 subtypes. I said prototypes.
Damn, that's crazy.
But before we end it off with our lovely wind down,
Wiggity wind down.
we have a quick movie recommendation that's on trend and on topic with what we have been talking about this whole time. So the movie that we want to recommend is The 4th Kind.
Oh,
remember we watched The 4th Kind?
You remember
I put them on, y'all.
Right.
Huh?
It's crazy. I remember when we tried to watch it in Georgia.
The first time, that Wi-Fi was... Let me not expose us, but you know, it was a struggle.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But we finally
gave up. We finally got to watch it like a year later.
Ooh.
We watched it here.
Ooh. Damn, guys.
Anyways. So basically the movie is set in Alaska. I believe it's called Nome, Alaska.
I believe
Were they in Nome? I think it was Nome. Yeah, so it was set in Alaska and it follows the life of this therapist and her interactions with the local community and like their therapy sessions and things that they have been experiencing, and everybody's been having these weird experiences that seem to be linked to one another.
Not gonna lie, her little therapy experiences that was weird.
They were real intrusive,
Super.
to say the least. Yeah, and it was in like this weird office house setting,
very intimate and shit.
Too intimate, like. And they have them, like, laying on a couch sometimes and just getting real comfy. But anyways, it's a really, really good movie. And, I mean, it's definitely kind of campy. Kind of found footage a little bit. Mm-hmm. More like dash cam footage.
Oh, definitely dash cam.
Yeah, and there's some very, like, scary imagery in there. It's just a really good watch. Because that bitch face, when she was on the bed screaming.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, you just gotta watch it. Movie that we definitely recommend. It's just a good watch. It's fun to watch. Well, kind of. It's a slow burn.
Yeah.
But when shit start getting on and popping, it's on and popping. Because that town got some crazy shit going on.
A lot of it.
And, of course, they try to say it's based off of true events. It ain't. But we wish it was, because that'd be kind of interesting.
Right.
That means that, like, you can't deny that this shit is real.
Exactly. Solid evidence.
Exactly.
And now it's time for the wiggity wind down, guys.
Whoop, whoop.
And today we have 4 questions, so let's get into it. The first one is, which of these species would you chill with?
Out of the 2 alien species that we covered?
Yeah.
Ooh, which one would I chill with? Definitely the Greys.
Oh, yeah. They getting lit.
Definitely. Give me a little gray bay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's stop with the alien puns and shit.
That was great.
We was going at it earlier in the episode.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah. If I had to pick one, Grays for sure. I'm trying to get fucked up with an alien. Like, why not?
Venusians, they just seem a little sketch. And the whole beautiful humanoid thing is a little
too much
offsetting to me. Personally.
For sure.
So our second wind down is, do you think either one is dangerous, and either one being Venusians or Zeta Reticulans? And if so, which one and why?
I would say the Greys could be dangerous.
Why?
I mean, they probe your mind, dude.
Yeah, they be doing some fuck shit.
Yeah.
They really do. Yeah, I agree.
They have a display of tortured humans.
Yeah, I agree. That is dangerous. I agree. Because the Venusians be chilling. Damn, actually, I think we got it fucked up.
Yeah, we got the game fucked up.
We got a hell of a... I need to reevaluate my decisions. Fuck a gray bag.
Venubu?
A Venubu. Hell yeah. Yeah. A Venubu.
Hey, that's crazy. Question number 3. Have you ever had a close encounter? Personally, hell yeah.
Wait, what kind of close encounter are you talking about? What kind of close encounter are you talking about?
Nah.
Explain, what you mean? Say, you done already said it.
Nah, I was talking about our little experience.
Yeah, I don't know. Does it classify?
Maybe
Ain't no telling.
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't though, because I guess we didn't like. I don't know.
Maybe. I would hope that it does, because that would give it some legitimacy.
For sure.
We'll have to like think back on it and
see
what it fit. Like, yeah, see what it fits into.
Yeah.
So our final wind down is, what would be the first thing you introduce to your alien bud?
Oh man, the first thing, huh? Your baked mac and cheese. Oh, definitely.
I'm playing. You said what?
Your baked mac and cheese.
Oh, really? So you fuck with my baked mac and cheese?
It's fine.
I was thinking about, like, trying it again, but, like, I know you might not like this, but, like, having ribs and, like, baked beans and then doing the baked mac and cheese again, but with bacon and with, like, barbecue sauce in there.
That's
and, like, mixed in.
Do you not know where I'm from? Like,
I know, but I feel like that would just be so damn good.
It would.
So damn good.
It would.
I really want to try that. Or do it like seafood and spicy.
Ooh, a crab boil.
That'd be fun.
So it makes a crab
really
boil.
hungry.
Oh,
Come
shit.
on. So what would you... Okay, so just my baked mac and cheese, that would be the first thing? The one with the bacon or without?
With the bacon.
Yeah, that should be busting.
Hell
Turkey
yeah.
bacon at that.
Turkey bacon.
It's just as good.
Stay healthy, guys.
Yeah, we be trying. The first thing that I would introduce to my alien bud would be our podcast.
Ooh.
Deeper Than Most.
Ooh, put him on to something nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell nah, take it back to your space homies, nigga. We got
I
it.
swear to God, we out here intergalactic.
It's hot and it's live, baby.
Hello, welcome back to episode 1000 from Deeper Than Most. Today we're here on Venus. And next week we will be in the Zeta Reticulan atmosphere. Chilling with the Greys. And right now we're chilling with the Venerians. What do you gotta say,
So
DJ?
we hope that you guys enjoy your space flight.
That'd be so fun. That'd be cool. Live from Mars.
Coming at you.
From a star not too far.
Exactly.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We in there.
Wait, we could
can
just
write a
start saying
comic
that
right
shit
now.
now though.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Deeper Than Most. What we said?
We gonna
On
get
a
this
star
up.
not too far.
There you go.
Welcome back to Deeper Than Most. On a star not too far.
Yeah, put the sauce on it.
That shit sound good. Tell us if you guys like it. We might come in to the podcast saying that shit.
It's a new year, baby. We got ideas and we letting them bitches ride.
Exactly. Good things coming. Good things coming.
Hell yeah.
So, before we leave, anything you gotta say about people that don't believe in aliens?
Yo, you tripping, bro. You bugging, honestly. How
To
can
me,
you
it just
not?
doesn't make sense.
It don't.
But, like, also, I do, like, respect and believe everybody's, like, views. But I don't necessarily, like, agree with it.
Right.
That's the best way I can
Because
put it.
I feel like you gotta be, like I said, you gotta be realistic. Like, how
Yeah,
can
but
you
to
be
them, that
reality?
is realistic.
Yeah, that's true. That is their
Especially
reality.
if you're super religious, like,
Right, that is their
that's what
reality.
makes sense in their reality.
Yeah.
So why would it be anything else
Hmm.
if that's going against the book?
I mean, yeah, but I'm glad we covered this, though.
Hell yeah, this shit was fun.
Because this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, this was hella fun, and I can't wait to continue talking about aliens because I don't know why, I just love the topic of
It's
aliens.
fun. Because we don't know, but we know.
Yeah, it's like a tease, pretty much.
Shit crazy.
Any kind words for our lovely listeners and our epic viewers?
Kind words. Elevate and stay elevated.
And elevate in peace.
Always.
My kind words would be... Everybody's claiming New Year, New Me, but if you're one of those people that is feeling more New Year, same me, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
Like, honestly.
Nothing
You don't
wrong
have
at
to
all.
change every year. Sometimes you're in a good place.
Exactly.
And shit doesn't just restart when the clock strikes 12. This ain't Cinderella.
Right.
So, that was kind of harsh. So, yeah.
Somebody probably need to hear that shit, though.
Yeah.
So, keep it in there.
Yeah, that's true. And my other kind words are... Be kind to your alien friends. And your human ones.
Gotta be nice, people. Be nice.
Yeah, honestly. All right.
I guess that will
brings us to a close.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh mother yes. Like I'm gonna spit a couple bars before we leave off to Mars.
Yeah.
You ready?
Go
All
for
right.
it.
Yeah, I'm chilling with my alien friends. Yeah, we kicking it all to the end. Yeah, we about to get it. The Zeta Reticulan. He be tickling, you know what I be saying. I'm saying I'm the man. Uncle Sam. I go hella hard, bitch. I go super saiyan. Goku ain't playing. Let me shut up.
Hey guys, this has been our alien episode.
Yeah.
Well, one of them anyway.
Yeah. This isn't
One
our
of
first
many.
one. Yes.
Who knows? Like
One
I
of
said.
plenty. Huh? Sipping Henny in a Benny.
Look at you.
Model bitch looking skinny
Yeah.
and pretty with the fitty. Oh! I need a pen. Get the. So we hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, a wonderful Friday. If you're listening, it comes out on Thursday, a day early. And if you're watching, hello, hey,
What's up?
beautiful. Yeah, you're seeing this on the weekend.
And with all that being said, guys, we've come to the end of our episode, which means I've been your host, DJ.
And I've been your host, Sav.
And see us next week on
Deeper than most.